Hi everybody, this is Christina at Scrapcraft and Stitchery. I have a few minutes and I'm going to work in my journal today, and this is my visual journal. I'm not sure I can call it that because Strathmore might come after me because they have a visual journal product, which this is not. Anyway, I'm going to work in here today. I want to write a little bit about the work that I've been doing in the Maximal Mini Journal and how I've been getting such really deep meaning out of that and some of the other pages that I've made recently. And so I want to write about that in here because this is my new writing journal, but it's also a little bit of a mixed media art, collage, everything journal. And I also have been cleaning off my desk, and so I have this pile of things which I am going to consider for including in here, because this is one of the other points of this is to give me a place to just take the things off of my desk that are kind of the leftover things that I made this for a page and it was too big, so I still have it, and I think it's a beautiful little colored pencil whispering pines. So this kind of becomes a catch-all for all of the things that are on my desk, and I can use those things and give them a new purpose, which is going to be to decorate another journal. And this one is just, and that way, I mean, this becomes a record, a written record and a visual record of, you know, my crafting time or just things that I pick up in life. So I really like that. The idea is to kind of spend 10 minutes a day, maybe not more, maybe more, doesn't really matter, just to kind of visit with this journal every day. Thanks for joining me. It really means a lot to me. I think this might go actually really well with this. And I like the idea. I don't know what's on the other side. I don't remember already. Oh, the coffee beans. I was thinking I could make a little tab out of this, but I don't necessarily want it to go with the coffee beans, so maybe I'll just glue it up here, and I can always glue more stuff on this. Let's put it over there. Let's glue that down. Maybe we'll find something that can kind of go with that little bird or something. Give this page a little bit of theme. This is also left over from a page I just did in the Maximal Mini Journal, which I'm going to write about now. So, you know, maybe I'll write about that here, because these two things kind of really represent a couple of meaningful pages and lessons that I've learned from junk journaling, just kind of from the pages themselves. Kind of have their own messages and lessons for me. I think this pen that I have really been enjoying is in here. I have too many pens, maybe. A green pen with lots of ink. Do I have a green pen? No. Not that I can see. There's a purple one. That's the one I want, only in black. These are great pens. They're the Pilot G-Tech C4. And there's a blue one, a purple one, and a blue one, and I had a whole set of colors. And where they've all gotten off to, I haven't seen them in a couple of years, honestly. What does that mean? Okay. Thanks for watching me dig through my pen case. Too many pens, perhaps. Perhaps. Maybe not enough pens. We'll use black. gooey gum on there. So this is a pocket. I was playing around with my distress inks, and I had taken some distress ink. This is Ancient Mariner? Gosh. Anyway, and I used it to dye this envelope, and it's just beautiful. I am going to glue this into my journal here, I think. Out of my pile of things that are on my desk, this didn't really have a purpose. I was just I had an envelope, I grabbed it. I wanted to try this out and see if it was the right color for my page, which it was not. But I'm going to give this a home, so it's no longer, it's tacked down and into a book and becoming a part of something. Grimm has joined me for a little quiet crafting in the afternoon. I hope you're all having a beautiful day. I just have a little bit of time here now that I've finished mostly cleaning my desk. I still have a whole bunch of stuff that I pulled out that I was going to send in Happy Mail, and didn't quite make it. Didn't have enough room in my envelopes, so I still have all that stuff that I can either put away. Let's stamp this. I wanted to use some of these stamps. Actually, I have this frog, which is cool. Maybe I'll put him on there instead. Maybe I'll put both of these things on there. stamps. Cute. He is so cool. I love this stamp so much. I have this unmounted stamp on the other side of this right now. So I can use this as a dual purpose stamp pad. I'm just going to stamp this. It says artifact up here in the corner up here. Art is fact. Artifact, right? There you go. Now I can use that envelope. I can decorate the envelope. All kinds of things. What else do we have? I have this. And I just thought I wanted to save this part of the image. I'm going to cut out the frame part because it got torn up. But I want to keep the center part and use it because, you know, so if I take care of that now, it's not going to be, I can get rid of the rest of this. I guess I could have taken this whole thing and made it into a tag or a card or something, but, you know. I have a few minutes here. We have to go out and do some yard work in a bit. And I really need to get packing for this book. I just skip around. I love working like this where I can just kind of glue things in where they fit and then add in some writing. I know Jim. So little Grimm Grimm. We call him Little Jim. We call him a lot of things. Grimm Grimm the Cat would be one. I kind of like that right there, like that. I really enjoy working like this, where I can just skip around and glue things in. It doesn't really have a lot of rhyme or reason. It's just a creative place to play. And put different things. This is out of some travel brochures that I had out, mainly local tours. I do believe. I was sending these in Happy Mail and I cut this out at some point. I have no idea. I have no idea what I was doing, but it's been on my desk for a while. So I'm just going to put it down here. I can go back and kind of put some like bordering around this later. Kind of really tie it in. But there it is for now. Off my desk. I'm going to actually put these things in the trash now. Now that I am done with them, this is kind of the last stop. The rest of these things, you know, I'll either put them in here today or I will put them away. But it's easier sometimes to just find them a place to live. This is the quote. I had two quotes that were possible quotes for the page that I just did, and I could save this and use it for another page, but I think this quote from Aristotle is not going to make the cut. I decided I didn't really like that. This is a stamp that I had. I was just really stamping it to see what it said because I couldn't read it, and it's an unmounted stamp. So I was just kind of stamping this out to see what it said, and it's not a very good stamp image. One of the things I might do is look through my stamps. I have a whole bunch of stamps like this that are unbacked, and I need to go in and add them to something. Oh, while we're here, let's mark today off as another day. And honestly, I missed yesterday in my 100-day challenge. And I'm not really doing makeup days, is what I've decided is it's 100 days. We'll see how long it takes me. Hopefully it takes me less than 200 days. Hopefully. Can I keep going? That is the question. But this is also a very forgiving thing, given that there is, I did write down what day I started. I started this July 21st. I could figure it out. I guess that's really like, well, let's not. So this is the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, August 1st. So I am about 6 days behind on filling out my card. There you have it. Now you know. I think it's pretty good. This says, there are hundreds of paths up the mountain, all leading in the same direction. So it doesn't matter which path you take, because you're going to wind up at the top of the mountain anyway. That is a thing that I have found to be true, and I like that. And I'm going to put this here. And you know, I have been making up my own path recently. This has been my year for carving my own way up the mountain. And you know what? I think it is a great it's been a great journey. I recommend it. Finding your own way. Who'd have thought? I did not like this quote. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Maybe. Possibly. I'm not sure. It just makes me think that I did not use this quote. I used a different quote. The reason I didn't use this quote for the page that I was doing, which I wanted a wisdom quote to go with my owl page. That's what I decided, and just, this makes me think that I have to, I don't know, you have to do this whole journey of getting to know yourself before you can get to the journey of traveling with wisdom. And I don't think so. I think that wisdom is really kind of a thing that you pick up and learn along the way. And it's a journey like everything else. So, not a beginning. It's a journey. Does that make sense? I don't know. See, and this is why it didn't make any sense to me. That might be a thing to write about, whether or not I agree with this quote. Why I don't agree with this quote. Aristotle, you were wrong. Look at this guy. Did you guys see that guy? I like him. Alright. Am I getting through the things on my page? I frequently keep these things. I am cleaning my desk, so today is the day to get rid of things. Alright. Great. I'm going to actually cut this out. This deckle-edged ruler. I don't know if I'm going to put this in here today. I might be done. I might just kind of go through this pile at this point and see if there's anything else in here that really I want to use. And if there's not, I'm going to put the rest of this away. I have other piles on the table behind me, so this is not a comprehensive culling of all of the piles. That is going to have to wait. I am just making use of a few minutes that I have. I have other things that I need to do today, but I'm waiting for other people. So I might as well stay productive. Get some actual creative play in today. All these things left over from other projects. These were just digi-kits that I grabbed. I had already printed these out, and it's a digi-kit from Paper Outpost. Cleaning to make things easier for us. I was really thinking about just using up the rest of these stickers here, sticking them all in here, but you know, I don't know, maybe I don't want to do that right now. Do I want to put them away? I don't know. Maybe the answer is no. Anything goes. Anything goes. A couple of little sewing items that I stuck down. These were from the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, and they're rub-ons. I was playing around with those one day. So I think this is fitting. It's not quite straight, but you know what? There's no rules here. So there you go. There's that. glue everywhere. Right on my little pretty thing. Hi, Grimnits. See, this book is just like building its own writing prompts. You sit down, you don't know what to write about, and here is a thing I can write about, right? These two quotes. Which one do I like better? We already know. I've already told you which one I like better. I think this purple and these colors just go really well with this sprayed paper. I like working like this because I can just use things and I'm not worrying about, normally I would be worried about like, am I doing this in the right order? Is this gonna work later? I don't know. And I don't have to worry about that here. I'll make it work later. It's gonna be fine. It is gonna be just fine. We will figure this out. And it's very free. I can clean things off of my desk and just play with like my supplies. I am working with an absolute abundance here. Not going to stick on that washi tape? Might need the glue. We might need the glue. Okay. Fix that guy a little bit. I really like the way that these stickers look on this paper with this washi tape that I'd already laid down. It just, the colors are so nice together with the purple and the gray. And I also like these arrows pointing in different directions. That star can go there. This little bit of green can kind of play with our little bird down there. So see, we're getting like way through this book, just a little bit at a time. One of the things I'm not entirely sure how these stickers are going to stick on this bag. I can always come down and add some glue later. I don't think it's going to fall out or anything. There you go. Well, I have cleared up this sheet of stickers. I could have used them other places, but I think that using them here is very appropriate and very wonderful. So I have a whole bunch more things here. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of get those things sorted out and probably put them away, since I have done about 40 minutes of playtime in my journal. Does that count as 4 days? No, it does not. This is a come back to it every day kind of adventure. We don't have makeup time, but we do have the time we need. This is coming along. I have lots. I mean, we saw the first signature all the way through. We're starting the second signature just today. But I have flipped through and added things more towards the back of this. So this will be an endeavor. It will take more than 100 days probably at the rate that we're going. But, we might. But that's okay. It's not about racing to the end. It's not about finishing in any amount of time. It's really just about filling this up as our life dictates and allows us to. Look at those guys. See, I can pack some of these things into pockets. I'll cut those out eventually. They're just kind of having a little hangout for now kind of a day. Something fun to find. I'll probably wind up putting some sort of a message in there. Isn't this lovely? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed playing with me today. I enjoyed having you. I enjoyed my time here. Super excited that I, made a little bit of progress towards getting things out of my to clean up pile into a journal. I'm going to set this aside in case I find anything else in this pile. I'm just going to do a little bit of cleanup. And these can all go into my pile of things to pull from if I need a little bit of something for something. Thanks. Please like my channel. I have a list of supplies that I use in the description box for my videos. Those are Amazon links. I'm an Amazon associate. It would really help my channel out if you would check those out. If you're going to be shopping on Amazon anyway, if you follow those links, then anything you buy in the next 24 hours, I get a percentage of those purchases, and that is not, it doesn't cost you anything. So if you check that out and you want to support my channel, that's a great way to do it if you're purchasing on Amazon anyway. That would really help me out. So, and like this video, that helps. Leave a comment. Comments are great and they help my channel so much and they mean so much to me. And also, if you like what you find here, be sure to subscribe. I post on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and I love sharing my art, media, and junk journaling journey with you, and I'm trying to build my channel, and I just appreciate everyone who comes and comments, and it's so wonderful, and it's such a wonderful community, and thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, really and truly. I'm going to sign off of here and work through the rest of this. I have this mostly under control, I think, at this point. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stitch scrappily and scrap happily. Bye!